What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we have another sneak peek. That's right, guys, this update is gonna be massive. So many sneak peeks, but today we have a brand new defensive building. That's right, as you guys see right there, this building is called the Scattershot, and it's a pretty awesome defense. We're gonna be checking it out live in action here in today's video. We'll talk about the stats, but before we get into all that, guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future sneak peeks, because this update is massive. There's so much stuff. And also, don't forget to use code BASH. I love it when you guys use code BASH. It makes me blush inside, makes me all excited. But we're gonna be checking out the Scattershot here today. I'm gonna be showing you guys some stats. We're gonna show it in action. But before we get into all that, I want you guys to know I am on the developer build, so any numbers I show you are not final. Those numbers are always subject to change. But let's go ahead and let's check out the Scattershot in action. All right, so before we get into the gameplay, I want you guys to know that you're gonna get 2 Scattershots at Town Hall 13. That's right, 2 of these defenses, and they're going to level up to level 2 as well. So you're going to see damage per second is a 150, 3,000 hit points, so quite a bit of hit points. It's going to have a range of 3 to 10 tiles, and it's going to do area splash. It's going to target ground and air troops. Remember, we get 2 of these, so we'll see them in action, and then I'll kind of attack a full base with 2 of them on it. The Scattershot heaves very heavy bundles of poorly tied together rocks at whoever happens to be closest. The bundle breaks apart on impact and deals additional damage to the troops behind. So pretty interesting little concept there. Let's go ahead and let's check it out in action. We'll just show off 1 at first. Actually, let me level it up to level 2 so you can see how that looks, and then we'll show it off in action. So really quickly, at level 2, we get 180 damage per second and 3,500 hit points, and then everything else obviously stays the same. Let's see the Scattershot in action. All right, guys, so I got a bunch of different troops in here to kind of see how this thing works. So let's start off, let's just throw in 1 troop. Let's throw in a barbarian here. Crushed. You see that little bit of splash damage? So maybe if we throw in like an ice golem here with a few bowlers right in behind it, we can kind of see, look at that. Oh yeah, that splash right in behind there. Now if it does get too close, the troops will not get targeted. It's just kind of similar like a mortar in that fashion. If they get too close, it's not going to target them. But if they, if that's attacking, there's something behind it. Say we have, a dragon flying in with a few balloons, it's still going to attack and hit those troops. So check that out. Look at that. That splash damage is actually pretty nice. But once they get in close enough, out of that range, not going to be able to be targeted. So let's go ahead. Let's show off some more troops. I think what we're going to do is we'll kind of do a test run, and then I'll show you guys every troop versus the Scattershot in a video a little bit later. All right, guys. So like I said, what we'll do is we'll show off the Scattershot versus every troop. But I kind of want to just like get a feel for it. So maybe like we have, I don't know, maybe an ice golem going in here with a couple witches and then a couple bowlers. I mean, that's a pretty common thing, like a bow witch type thing, or, if I'm running the 5 icy, I might see something like that. But look at that level 2 Scattershot. If those troops are held up, it's going to do some serious work against them. I mean, even if we have some hogs coming in here, look at this. They take some pretty good damage from that Scattershot. And just imagine, we're going to have 2 of these bad boys. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be absolutely craziness. Let's show that off, that same scenario with some air troops. So again, maybe we have like, a couple dragons coming in with some balloons in behind. We'll see the Scattershot come in and they're just gonna get damage dealt to them. And that's just 1 Scattershot. Look at that, doing some pretty significant damage to the balloons there. But does lock onto 1 troop at a time. So it does lock onto that dragon until that dragon's taken down. So it kind of gives the balloons a chance to catch up there. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'll do the Scattershot versus every single troop. And I think we'll run a scenario like this where they're held up on the eagle and let that Scattershot be able to hit them. And that way you guys can kind of see those interactions. And we'll do Scattershot versus all the heroes as well. But I want to attack a full-on base with 2 Scattershots and see how we do. All right, if you guys remember in yesterday's video with the new siege machine, the siege barracks, we hit this base and we actually got a 3-star on it with this army right here. But what I did was I went ahead and I threw in the 2 Scattershots in spots that would make it tough for me. So we're going to kind of see how these guys do against us using this army. So what we did was we went with an ice golem. If I remember right, we get that. We kind of worked that down through there. And then we went 1, 2, 3, 4. We went there, there, there. Then we started our ice golems throughout the base here. And then we started everything getting in towards the center. King, Queen, Warden. So that's all great. And then what we have is we have Valkyries in the siege barracks is going to work down a little bit. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop our Warden's ability right in about here. We're going to quad quick open all this stuff right there. We'll hit the King's ability. run a rage right in through here. Let's go and freeze the Giga Inferno, although I might have been late on that freeze. It's possible. But you see those scatter shots doing some serious damage. They are no joke. They did, especially against like kind of spammier armies like this, they do quite a bit. They slowed us down in that core for sure. Even though we had our Warden's ability when we had them going on, it definitely seemed like it slowed us down a little bit. We still have quite a bit up. I don't know if we'll be able to get through here. Let's see. We got that one peck on the outside. Giant bomb going off. We do have a little bit of tanking left. This is a decent run at the base, but I think we're just going to fizzle out here towards the end, unfortunately. But you see how those scatter shots kind of impact this attack and slow things down a little bit. We're going to hit that base that we hit on the first Town Hall 13 video, where we hit it with Electron a few times and did pretty well. But we'll hit that with the scatter shot and kind of see how that works out. So we'll let this one finish out. We're actually going to get a decent percent, but we're just going to fall a little bit short, I think. All right, let's see. Warden. We got Witches still going strong. We're just caught up a little bit. I don't know. Actually, this... I don't know. We only got 2 Witches. The Tesla's taking one out. Yeah, it's going to fall a little bit short. But that's still a pretty decent run at the base. This is the exact way we 3-starred this base, though. So that's why I wanted to try to replicate it the best I could. But yeah, we're definitely going to fall short between the Warden and the Skellies. Just not going to quite be enough to get through there. But still a nice little run at the base. Let's see. Skellies. Oh, I needed the Skellies out in front of the Warden. Warden's going to take quite a bit of damage. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. We're going to switch over to that Electron. We'll get ready with that. Oh, those poor Skellies. The Wizard Tower taking them down. I want to see if we can get to 90%. We're actually moving pretty well through here. Just the Warden's going to get taken out really soon. Yep, there's the Warden taken out. 86%, not bad. So let me go ahead. We'll train up the Electron. We'll hit that other base that we were able to 3-star and see how the scatter shots work against us on that one. All right, if you guys remember, we were hitting this base when we announced Town Hall 13 to show off the Giga Inferno. Now we're going to hit it to show off the scatter shot. We got the scatter shots in pretty bad spots for us. That one's going to mess with our Lalo. This one's going to mess with our heroes, maybe even our Electron. So what we're going to do is we're going to Electron in here, and we were 3-starring this base, so we'll see if we can 3-star still. Let's just see if I can get away with 1 balloon right there, because we were using 2 before. We'll get the Electron working right in through here. That should pop open. Hopefully we get the Queen down. All right, Queen goes down nicely. Actually, I think the balloons got it, but look at that scatter shot taking down those balloons on the top side. All right, so that takes away a little bit of our value. Let's go ahead and start our E-Drag there. Let's start our balloon there. Remember, we have pretty much an exact science of how to beat this base right here. We'll get those balloons working right in there, crushing that Tesla. Baby Dragon's going to work to the outside. We'll go King, Queen right there. We have a test wall break. Ooh, that was actually kind of close. And then we'll go with the rest of our wall breaks right in here once that Archer Tower locks onto the King. That should open that up. King should be able to work through. All right, now this is the part that I think the scatter shot could be a real problem here. So let's see. I want the scatter shot to fire once. All right, there we go. Once the scatter shot fires, I'm gonna pop the King's ability just to try to get a little bit out of those barbs. Queen steps up instead of, oh, she goes to the storage. Oh, Queen, I thought you were gonna step up and be smart and ignore the storage. Nope, should have known better. So scatter shot. Oh my goodness, that scatter shot hurting the Queen. Can we get the Eagle down? That was huge, getting the Eagle down before. Oh, we're close, close, close. Okay, we barely get the Eagle down, but we're definitely in worse shape coming in here. I thought we could clip that Archer Tower with some balloons, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and haste in through here. I'm gonna throw 2 minions right in there. Let's haste in through here. We definitely did not get as much out, which could be a problem here later on in the raid. Let's go ahead and get that. We'll freeze right through here because we have the Giga Inferno and a regular Inferno just scorching our balloons. Let's go ahead and hit right through there. Man, this one was a little bit tougher, guys. The slowing effect on the balloons right there, that's a pretty annoying thing, that's for sure. We got the sweeper working through there. I don't know that we have enough to get through here. I don't think we do, so the scatter shots making a pretty huge impact. This was a base that we 3-starred pretty well yesterday, or a couple days ago. It wasn't yesterday, it was a couple days ago. But that was, man, that was rough, guys. So you see the impact that the scatter shots are immediately having on our attacks. slowing them down, turning those 3-star attacks into not 3 stars. So Scattershot's pretty nice. It's gonna be fun to play around with it and see how it impacts attacks and troops and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and wrap this attack up. So there we have it, guys, our sneak peek of the brand new defense, the Scattershot. And remember, we're getting 2 of them at Town Hall 13. What I'm going to do is I'll have a video out here shortly showing off Scattershot. First, every single troop. I think what I'm going to do is I'll put like the eagle in front, and we'll see how the Scattershot does, and we'll see how it does against the heroes as well, and then maybe like 2 Scattershots against some of these troops. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we do it, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and have those notifications on. That way you don't miss any future sneak peeks. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any future uploads of mine. And if you did happen to miss yesterday's video, you can check it out right over there.